Welcome to Shadow Empire Academy. Today you will learn how to effectively discover and research technologies and do it faster than your enemies. I will explain you how the tech tree works, how to avoid typical mistakes, and how the linear technologies are linked to hockey curve and what does it mean for you. Now I will explain some basics. If you already know it, please jump to the next chapters. In Shadow Empire, each technology belongs to a council where you can discover and research that technology. The council is represented as a symbol after name of the technology, and we have Economic Council, Military Research Council, Air Force Research Council, and Applied Science Research Council. Those four councils are responsible for all technologies in this tree. Also, there is here another hidden group of technologies for GR Tech, but for that I did a separate video about GR technologies. As you can see, technologies create groups, and the groups are linked together and create a kind of hierarchy. Each group can be open to discoveries, like this one, represented by the light color, or closed to discoveries, and we cannot discover anything inside that group. At start of your game, most of the groups are closed to discoveries, so you can only discover from the first group if you started with technology level 3. So I am talking about this setting. When you create a new game, you can select which is the technology level you would like to start with. I'd like to start with level 3, but if you will start with level 4 or 5, starting technologies will differ. And let's check how it looks like for level 4. This is how technology tree looks like on tech level 4. We have most of technologies from the basic tech, except of power plant, university, gas power, small arms, and high-speed machine guns. And we already have unlocked engineering and chemistry group, where RPG is already researched and discovered. Let's check how it looks like on level 5. When you start on technology level 5, you have discovered most of the technologies from basic and 4 technologies from engineering, chemistry, and advanced engineering. So you are also unlocked all groups down in the hierarchy. We can say that half of the tech tree is available for your discovery on that level. Let's go back to our first example. Here on tech level 3, I already discovered and researched solar energy. So I was very lucky that I could do this as a first one. Usually you really need solar energy to fix your problems with energy early game. Please notice that high-speed machine gun is inside the unlock group, which is open to discovery, but this technology is dark. It means that even if it's inside the open group, it needs another technology. In this case, automatic rifle. So technologies also can require some other technologies to be researched first. Same like guided RPGs required first RPGs. So this is also important. Okay, so let's try to discover something. If we go to organizations, you can see that I have only Economic Council organization. So I can only discover the technologies that has this blue marker of Economic Council. So I can focus on economic discovery, or I can create new organization, which is Military Research Council. To do this, I need to go to my secretary, call him, and create new organization. And now I can add also Military Research Council. This screen also will appear after some turns automatically, so you can speed up this process or wait for it to appear. Please note that the cost of the new organization will decrease by 3% each turn when you delay the process of adding new organization. So the later you do it, the cheaper it is, but it's also good to have it faster. So depending on your political points, it's up to you when you will create each organization. I recommend to have Military Research Council faster than later. But you don't need to hurry with Air Force Research Council and with Applied Science Research Council. For example, if I would add now this council, it would have completely no sense because this council is responsible for those technologies inside this group, and this group is closed. To unlock this group, I need to first unlock this group. And to unlock this group, I need to have 4 technologies discovered and researched here. So I would waste a lot of political points for nothing for many turns. So it's better to focus on Military Research Council and Economic Council if you plan early research. So let's go back to our Economic Council. Each council have two main tasks. Discovery for discovering new technologies, which is a random process. So you discover technologies that are available and you don't know which technology will be discovered from all technologies in that group with the Economic Council marker. And if I discover a technology, then there is a manual process where I can research specific technologies. In this case, I don't research anything, so all bureaucratic points allocated to this task, as we can see in the description, will go to the discovery. So you don't need to be afraid about losing anything if you allocate 75% here, because if you don't research anything, all points will be transferred to discovery. I can change the allocation in priorities, but usually keeping this high is the better choice. The only exception is when you have many bureaucratic points and you will cross 100 points assigned to this task. So in case of here, you will see more than 100, then this task will be less effective, and then it's better to decrease this percent. Now let's check if we will discover anything in next turn. Okay, let's check what happened. As you can see, we discovered a new technology, university, which is a discovery by Director of Economic Council. We can skip this part, go to Manage Technologies, and now you can see that the university changed color from gray to yellow. Yellow color means that you have discovered the technology, but you cannot use it until you research it. So the research technologies are represented by the green color and discovered by yellow. So how to research this technology? You need to call your Economic Research Council or any other military or Air Force Research Council. And here you will see all yellow technologies that you discovered. You can select one of them or select no target and then transfer all bureaucratic points to discovery process. So should I always research new discovered technologies? Well, it depends, because remember, if you will research 4 technologies, you unlock those 2 groups, but discovery take into account all available groups. So if you don't have padded and virus suite or automatic rifle, and you will have here 4 technologies, then it will be harder for you to research automatic rifle and this armor, because the game will try to also discover among all of other available technologies. And the choice if you should unlock new groups depends if you have already discovered all technologies that you want from that group. Let's research our university and check what will happen.
Roger that.
Play next turn. We have next turn, and yeah, we have completed our research and the university is now available. The image is more colorful now, and let's check how it looks like in the tech tree. You can see that it's green. So we have 2 green technologies and another 2, and we can unlock those 2 groups if, as I said, we have all required technologies. So sometimes it's better to have many yellow technologies until we have all of the required ones, then research the ones that we really need, and then unlock the other groups to increase our chances to have the correct discoveries. Please also notice that I did the research in one turn because I allocated 75% for my research. Usually you need more than one turn to research a new technology, and you can see the progress in organizations report. So here you can see the progress of your research. In this case, I accumulated 100% of progress in one turn, but usually this will grow each turn depending on the cost of your technology. And regarding cost, you can see that automatic rifle or any other technology in this group has discovery cost 80 bureaucratic points and research cost 160. But this cost depends on development speed that you choose when you start your new game. So I'm talking about this option, development speed. We have fast, normal, slow, and slowest. By default, it's selected normal. I'm now playing with slow, and it heavily increased the basic cost of your technologies, as visible here You can see that the automatic rifle costs 200 bureaucratic points for discovery and 400 for research, so it's much more expensive, especially for discovery. Okay, so here I already discovered more technologies and I unlocked two technology groups. And what to do if you would like to discover technologies from specific group. So as I said earlier, it's risky to when you unlocking more groups because, for example, now Economic Council will discover between all of those groups. But what if I would like to finalize the physical storage discovery, and I wouldn't like to risk discovering any of those technologies from other groups? You can use a special order for your director to focus on specific group. So when I go to my Military Research Council, I can call her, and this option, Discovery Focus, will let you to choose between different available groups of discovery, which one you would like to focus on. In this case, I would like to focus on my basic tech to discover the last one remaining physical storage. This is only example because I would like rather to have those technologies than this, but this is only for learning purposes. So what is the downside of focus? Well, the downside is that you will lose 66% of your currently accumulated points, and also you will limit by this amount progress of discovery. But thanks to that, you can have a discovery focus on basic tech, which is visible here, and it's up to you if it's worth or not. Now let's go to overview and to technology overview. In this report, you can see what's the status of your technology in general. So in this table, we can see all research binary technologies. So the technologies that after researching, you already have them and can use them. And here you can see all yellow technologies. So those that you discovered but you didn't start the research, or if you start the research, here you can also track the progress of research. In future, we will also talk about linear technologies that will appear here. But first, let's talk how we can speed up the research progress or discovery progress of our technology. There are multiple ways how we can do this. For example, if you go to profiles and you will focus on the mind profile, you can see that this profile can give you research bonus plus 30% if you gain the first feature from this profile. So we can check it here in the profiles, go to mind, and you can see if you will gain this feature of this profile, you will receive 30% of research. And here 40% plus research, and here plus 50% for plus research. So this is a very good path you would like to choose if you are really fascinating about technology and you would like to speed up your development speed. You can also check in your reports a report about features and bonus. So here you can see that currently I have research bonus, which is equal to 10%. And the research bonus is because I have 100 research bonus points. So the percentage is a square root of the bonus points because square root from 100 is 10. So by accumulating research bonus points, you can also speed up your research. But from where? Yeah, I can get research bonus points. I have loaded another save. We are in turn 80. And as you can see, in my bonus overview, I have research bonus points 730 and military research bonus points 200. Those bonus points are affecting only military research, but those points are affecting any kind of research. That's why I have 27% increase in research bonus and 14 in military research bonus. From where I have so many research bonus points? For example, from hex perks, like this one. If we go to assets in that hex, we can see that here is independent laboratory and it's giving me 100 research bonus points. This icon of a green tower, it represents a bonus points of different kind. In this case, those are research bonus points. In this hex perk, there is another asset, which is derelict spaceship. You can see that it's giving me 100 research bonus points. And if I go to manage assets, Here you can see those two assets, and I can easily go through other zones and check what assets giving me an research bonus points. In this case, another derelict ancient mech, or here derelict database, derelict ancient gun, derelict device, and derelict ancient bunker. So all of those hex perks are giving me a lot of bonus points, but also public assets like university can give you research bonus points. So the higher is the level of university, the more research bonus points you will get from that building. Another element that can speed up research is your leader. If you go to organizations and you will check here, my director relation bonus was 50% because the bonus depends on any relation above 50 or below 50. So in this case, you can gain 50% only because of the relation. Another big bonus is from inventor skill. Inventor is a skill that improve discovery, and for research we have science. So those two skills are very important for your research directors. So science for research and inventor for discovery. In this case, as you can see, our leader had successful role for science and inventor, and he could give 50% and 74% bonus. If you would like to learn more about all stats in this card, please watch my video about leaders. Sometimes it's better to have a less skilled leader but very happy one and have this 50% instead of a much more skilled one but unhappy. But let's go back to our map. So you can get hex perks by extending your zone borders, or you can get some hex perks by playing stratagem cards on your zones, which are, for example, scientific outpost. For 2 fate points, I can build a new perk in my zone. So let's do it.
Roger that.
Here you can see there is a new perk appeared after playing this card, Scientific Outpost, and it's giving me 200 research bonus points. You also can get free technologies by playing from the Nation tab card called Ancient Archive. By spending 4 fate points, you can get 1 random discovery of a new tech. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
And we discovered a technology, housing. So let's check our new technology. Housing is here. Another obvious way how you can speed up your research is by allocating more national budget for Economic Council or Military Research Council or any other council where you have research. As you can see, I allocated 271 bureaucratic points for research of military technologies, and currently this is the most expensive part of my budget. Also, if I go to organizations military research, you can see that I'm crossing the 100 bureaucratic points per task, and that's why I spent the bureaucratic points less efficient, and I lost 15 bureaucratic points because this task is too big. Same here, I lost 14 bureaucratic points. So instead of 135, I finally invested only 121. So the more you cross the 100 bureaucratic points threshold, the more inefficient it will be and you will waste some bureaucratic points. In this case, I accept this waste because I need to speed up my research. Now let's go back to our report overview, technology overview. You can see that in turn 80, I have much more technologies, binary technologies discovered in many councils. Here we can also see that there is a new section for linear technology, and this is the amount of progress I made for those 3 technologies. Below also binary technologies where I still do some research, and also known but non-researched linear technologies. So those where I didn't start any research. To understand how linear technologies work, we need to go to organizations and applied science council overview. Here, discovery is working the same as any other technology, but research is working differently. Here you can see information that this is the linear technology, not binary, but linear. And here you can see information that the cost of 1% of the progress on this bar is 20 bureaucratic points. And our goal is to increase this percentage because this technology is directly affecting new models with better fuel efficiency. So any tank that I will, or any vehicle that I will discover using my model design council will have 57% of efficiency for their fuel consumption. So linear technologies are very powerful, especially for military purposes. Let's go, for example, here on the tech tree, you will also see the progress. So same as with any other technology, you can see research progress here in the linear technology, but this progress, when you go to 100, this will turn into green and will be research, but linear technologies will never be research. They can only increment this percentage, but the more you increment it, the more expensive 1% of increment will be. In this case, conventional gun optimization is giving me improvement of my tanks and vehicles firepower. Solar energy efficiency increase efficiency of my solar panels, and I have more energy from the same panels without upgrading them. 19% energy more. Also here, it improved not only vehicles, but also output of oil-based power plants. You can check the influence of linear technologies on models directly in the Model tab. For example, when you go to Light Armor and switch to technologies, you can see those are linear technologies, conventional gun, firepower plus 46, because there was 23% of that technology when I created this model, and I received, because of that, plus 46 of firepower. Same here. I had 57% of fuel efficiency, and because of that, I'm saving plus 38 fuel for this tank. Also, your infantry can get benefits from conventional small arms, but in this case, I don't have any progress in this technology, so conventional small arms. But if I start researching it, then new models will get some increased firepower the more I research this technology. But how much I can research it and how much the cost is growing. To answer this question, I prepared this special graph. On the bottom, you can see the progress of your technology. So up to 33% of the progress, you have 100% of the cost. So the cost is not changing. But after 33%, up to 50%, the cost will slowly grow for each percent of progress, up to 200%. So when you cross 50% progress of your linear technology, the cost is doubled for 1% of progress of that technology. But then, after you cross 50% of progress, the bureaucratic point cost is growing exponentially, and reaching 75% of the progress, you are paying 8 times more bureaucratic points for 1% of the progress. So anything above 75% will be very inefficient, and you will never reach 100. So it's better to stop after 30%, and for the more important technologies to 50%. But if you have enough bureaucratic points to go as high as 75%, up to you, but it's very expensive. If you are interested how the model design process works, go to my video about model design. And the last topic is about regimes. So the more you know your enemy, the more you can prepare for the war effectively. If you spy your major regime whom you are planning a war, then after enough spying, you will have good reports about their trade, their overview, and also about their technical details. So in case of this regime, you can see that I know everything about their binary technologies, about linear technologies, and also I know what's the progress and what they are working on. So for example, I can expect that soon they will have rocketry and side skills, so their tanks will be more effective against my infantry, and they will be dangerous because they can produce long-range artillery and also charge gauss small arms. This is very dangerous. it's 9% progress, but soon when they will upgrade their armies, I will have a lot of problems. So thanks to this report, I can better prepare for the war that I will have to fight, and I can modify my designs and technologies and apply them and upgrade my armies accordingly to win the war. So the more you know about your enemy, the better. And for this, I have recon level 54. So the more spies you send, the higher recon you have, and the more you will know about your enemy. I hope this was useful. Thank you for watching. And if you like, enjoy the art and music.